Ethan Klein from the H3H3 YouTube channels have dropped a content nuke on Hasan Piker. It is called Content Nuke Hasan Piker. In this video, he basically shows that Hasan has communist and terrorist sympathies towards especially terrorist groups such as the Houthis, Hezbollah and Hamas. Basically, Hasan has said several times that he does not have problems with these groups and has insinuated that he likes them and doesn't have a problem with them. Now, Hasan is a popular streamer on Twitch. He is one of the biggest political streamers, if not the biggest, and he makes videos and streams about political things and follows the political developments in the world, and especially in America and the Middle East. And he had a podcast with Ethan Klein from the H3H3 channels, where Ethan claims that he was duped by Hasan, since Hasan presented himself as like a social democrat, kind of like a liberal, like they would say in America, or a kind of a social democrat, at least, yeah, like we would say in Europe. But as it turned out, he was neither of these things. It seems like he was actually in reality a communist and a terrorist sympathizer, like Ethan exposed in this video, showing several clips of Hasan, of him liking these terrorist groups and almost supporting them. And the platform he streams on Twitch seems to be in alignment with what he is doing, since it is against their terms of service to be for terrorism and show terrorist propaganda and stuff like this. But Hasan does that all the time, and they do nothing about it. They do not ban him, they do not suspend him, they do not do anything like that. So it seems like they are in the cohorts with him on this topic, that they like him or they refuse to do their own policies against him, even though it is actually against the policies what he does. And Twitch is a subsidiary of Amazon, so this obviously does not look good on Amazon. Hasan also denies a lot of rapes that happened on October 7th when Hamas invaded Israel. And it seems like he has no sympathy for the Israeli victims on that day. Like over 1,000 people got killed and raped and all this stuff. And it seems like he has no sympathies for these, but he screams to the high heavens about the Palestinian cause and plight, but has no compassion for any Jews or Israelis that have suffered similar fates. Hasan is also terrible at taking criticism, so if anyone criticizes him, he just deflects. So if someone, for example, says why are you showing us terrorist propaganda, then he will say something like, how dare you ask this, like there's a genocide going on in Gaza, how you cannot ask me something like this, like a time like this where genocide is going on. He also likes to argue against the weakest part of his argument. So if someone argues against him and they come with 3 different points, then he will, if it's 3 good arguments, he will deflect to something else. If it's one of them is not such a good argument, then he will focus on that one argument and he will debunk that and ignore the rest. So that's basically it. So if you watch Hasan, then you should not support this guy, as he presents himself as a social democrat, but in reality, it seems like he is either a communist or a terrorist, at least, sympathizer. Which means that if he had any power at all, and you were against his views, then he would probably kill you. Put you in a gulag, like re-education camps, as he calls them. He will put you in a gulag, and if you still did not support his views, he would kill you. So stay away from people like this. They are actually evil. And good job to Ethan Klein that made this video. It is a very good video, and it shows very recent clips of him as well. Like he has had the content for a long time, for many years, and it shows very recent stuff that shows that this is a problem right now, not in the past. Right now, this is a big problem, and something needs to change.